All right, guys, market's looking good today. You know, I made a video yesterday talking a lot about Trump and everything going on, and the video got removed twice. I uploaded it twice. It got removed. I don't know what I said so controversial in that video, but I guess you're not supposed to really talk about the whole assassination thing. I don't know. Maybe I said something out of line. But Bitcoin continuing to pump today, and I don't want to say anything to get this video removed, but we're pretty much pumping because, you know, Mr. Donald J. Trump does look like he's unstoppable at this point, and Donald Trump getting elected is positive for the market. So, not to mention Mt. Gox. We talk about Mt. Gox. They're pretty much done selling. The German government is pretty much done selling. There's really no more negative catalyst. The stock market is pumping right now, and we got Bitcoin back up to $63,000, which is pretty much like a $5,000 pump over the last couple of days. Yet Cardano back up to 44 cents. Everything looking so good. I saw that XRP is doing very well. 52 cents for XRP. I talked about that yesterday in my video that was removed. Like XRP has been holding up extremely well. And Vechain, you know, Vechain is one of our top holders on this channel. I don't talk about it a lot, but it's one of those coins that if it goes to 50 cents, like I said it will, it'll pretty much, I'll be off to retirement. And Vechain back up over 3 cents. I do expect Vechain to minimally blow past its all-time high of 26 cents. And I think we're probably going to get between 50 cents and $1 for Vechain. Vechain up 10% over the last 24 hours. We'll talk about that a little bit. I saw Theta was up too. Like I think it was just under $2 or $1.47. Okay, Theta is going to be like $25 probably by you know in the next couple months. You know, Theta hit a high of $3, went down to $1 again, and now it's making its way back up. So let's talk a little bit about Vechain. You know, Vechain up a lot, 10%. Vechain price roars back. Bulls target 10 cents after breakout. Vechain has experienced a resurgence, surging nearly 18% in a week and breaking above a key resistance level. This bullish momentum has ignited excitement among investors and analysts, with some predicting significant price increase in the coming months. Vechain technical indicators flash green. Vechain's recent breakout from a descending trend line suggests a potential reversal of the previous bearish trend. The price is currently consolidating around 0.31, with analysts identifying a crucial support zone between 2.5 cents and just under 2 cents. So, guys, you know, everybody gets so volatile. Like a lot of guys who I used to watch, I don't watch anymore. Like Crypto Bob, big Vechain guy. As soon as Vechain dumps significantly, when Bitcoin dumped, everybody gets so bearish on Vechain. People just need to understand these altcoins are going to dump tenfold harder than Bitcoin. If Bitcoin drops 5%, your altcoin might drop 30%, 40%. You just got to buy, you got to hold, you got to stop being a little baby. So Vechain is just one of those coins. The beauty of Vechain is, you know, it's not a scam. It's been around for like 6 or 7 years. You know, it's going to pump with Bitcoin. And we have a history on Vechain, and we have previous price action. So, for example, last bull market, I bought a lot, or last bear market, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whenever that was, bought a lot of my Vechain at 1 cent. I sold most of it at 20 cents. That's a significant gain. Vechain is one of those coins that's going to give you the same kinds of gains that some of these newer altcoins are going to give that are probably scams. Well, the beauty is, you know, Vechain's not a scam. You know, it's not going to go to zero. You know, it's not going to be rug pulled. You know, they have partnerships throughout the world. And that's why I love it. And I'm actually even considering putting more money into Vechain. I wish I bought more last month, but I didn't. I have a ton of Vechain, but I do think Vechain is probably going to be one of my top performers, even better than Cardano, to be honest with you. So Vechain looking absolutely awesome. Found this article, XRP or Cardano, which altcoin will hit $1 first? And that kind of made me think, okay, which one will hit $1 first? You got Cardano at, 44 cents right now. You got XRP at 53 cents. And the funny thing is, like with XRP and Cardano, a lot of times they're hovering around the same price. In fact, I think a couple months ago, XRP and Cardano were pretty much the same price at like 52 cents or something like that. Which one do I personally think is going to hit $1 first? I think it's going to be Cardano. I think with XRP, there's a lot of people looking to sell their XRP when XRP does get close to $1. So with XRP, I think there's probably going to be a major sell-off when it hits just under $1, and then it's going to kind of go up from there. With Cardano, I think most people waiting to sell Cardano, it's probably going to be like back up at all-time highs at like $3. I think a lot of people are just waiting for that $3 to unload. So you'll probably see like a big dump when Cardano hits $3 or just under $3, and then we'll probably go up from there. But that's really interesting because these two coins, they hate each other. Like the founders hate each other. Like they're always going back and forth, but their price action is so similar. So with a bullish recovery in the cross-border payment system, the cryptocurrency market displayed a strong bounce back in its valuation. Further, the Bitcoin price has successfully reclaimed the $60,000 mark, highlighting increased positive influence in the crypto space. Following this, top altcoins have displayed a similar price action by adding significant valuation to their respective portfolios. Moreover, XRP and Cardano coins have experienced the highest gains among the top 10 cryptocurrencies over the last week. Concerns about future price action and potential roadmaps of achieving the $1 mark for Cardano and XRP. Fear not, as this article, we have covered the market sentiment and price analyst over these two altcoins. Not going to read the whole article, but pretty much they're saying we're totally hitting $1. And I think that dollar hurdle is probably going to happen, or I think crossing that dollar hurdle is going to happen. I thought June was going to be bullish. I really thought June was going to be bullish. Turned out it wasn't, but I'm really optimistic now for July. The way things are going right now, and I hate to say it, everything that happened with Trump, it looks like he's pretty much a shoe in now for presidential to get elected president. I do think we're probably going to get above the dollar mark for these two coins, possibly this month, but I think definitely in August. And I think once we blow past that $1 mark for XRP and Cardano, I think that's when we're going to be able to look back in history and say, okay, that's when the 2024 alt season has officially begun. Just looking on CoinDesk, they're all talking about the whole Trump thing. I don't know what got my video removed yesterday. Maybe you guys can tell me in my comments. I mean, I'm pretty much just talking about the Trump assassination plot. I mean, I don't know. Did I say something crossing the line? I have no freaking idea. But if you go on CoinDesk right here, that's pretty much what they're talking about. Trump odds of victory hit all-time high on Polymarket after shooting. Of course, that's why Bitcoin is going crazy right now. Trump is good for the market. I've always said Democrats, they're just not good for crypto. That's just the way it is. Gary Gensler, he's a big Democrat. Trump odds of victory at all-time high. First mover America's Bitcoin rises above 62,000 following Trump shooting. I mean, it's all connected. I mean, it was going to happen anyway, but the whole attempted assassination, whatever you want to call it, it was a catalyst for Bitcoin to go crazy. And I think the overall markets in general, even if you look at the traditional markets, ever since the whole shooting, you'll see the Dow is up 250 points, rises to record as Trump survives assassination attempt. It's not rocket science, guys. I mean, I hate to say it if you're a liberal Democrat, Republicans are good for the markets. People are happier. The economy's better. So now that it looks like Trump's a shoo-in 100%, because I just look at my family. I know liberal Democrats who are now voting for Trump. I saw Cenk Uygur of I can't remember this guy's name. The guy who does the Young Turks. He's a big liberal. He came out yesterday and said, I can't believe how presidential and brave Trump was when he stuck his hand up and said, fight, fight, fight after he got shot. Then, of course, after that, he goes back to bashing Trump. But even these liberals are like, oh my God, this guy Trump is a freaking beast. So you're going to see a lot of liberals and a lot of independents turning to Trump. You also see that this just came out. I want to mention that as well. Trump classified document case dismissed by judge over special counsel appointment. I mean, the path is just there for Trump. Everything's just opening up. It's unbelievable. Trump's a shoe. We know the one way Trump could not get elected at this point, and I'm not going to say it. We know the one thing that could happen, which probably the deep state is trying to do, because we saw that happen on Saturday with the shooting. But if that doesn't happen and he makes it, which I really hope he does, it's going to be the ultimate catalyst for Bitcoin. I mean, we're just talking about cryptocurrencies. Yes, Cardano, $5 to $10 is coming. Theta, $25 to $30. Bitcoin, $150,000. You pick your coin. We can go down the list right now. But let's do it really quick. What's going to happen in alt season? Why am I here? All right, let's go down the list. So Bitcoin 63,000. I expect $150,000 at the tip of the alt season for Bitcoin. Ethereum's going to hit $10,000. BNB is going to hit $1,500. Solana, it's probably going to hit between $500 and $1,000. Solana already had most of its pump, so I don't think it has too much more left in it, but another 3 to 5x is certainly in the cards. XRP is going to hit $3 to $5. Cardano, I've already said $5, $10, not out of the question. $15 is also possible. Shiba, I don't even know what this price is. I guess that's whatever that price is. We're probably gonna look at a 10 to 20x for Shiba, from where it is right now. Bitcoin Cash, you're probably gonna be looking at $1,500 Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin back up to $70. I think we're gonna see a $500 to $800 Litecoin at the tip of the market. ICP, we're probably gonna be looking at about a $50, $60 ICP. Anything else that sticks out? Vechain, like I said, I think I'll be selling most of my Vechain. I'll be starting to sell Vechain probably at like 35, 40 cents, and I'll be slowly DCAing out as we get up there. I think a 75-cent Vechain is certainly possible, but 50 cents I think is a no-brainer. I think I would bet thousands of dollars right now, if somebody is willing to take that bet with me, that Vechain minimally hits 50 cents at the top of alt season. I'm pretty confident on that, but I will be getting out before 50 cents. 35 to 40 cents, I'll be starting to get out. And like I always say on this channel, we're not going to get the top. We're not going to try to get the top. When you try to get the top, you miss it. You lose out. You get fucked up. So we're going to be selling when everybody... The way you know you sold at the right time is when you tell your friend you sold and they're like, oh my God, why'd you sell? It's going to go up another 20x. That's how you know you sold at the right time, because happened to be the same thing last bull market. I was selling my Theta at between $8 and $12. I was selling my Vechain at 20 cents. Even big name people in my family, stockbrokers, like big name people were telling me I was crazy. Those same people ended up holding their Theta right back down to 20 cents. I know for a fact, I don't like to say people's names. They might watch this channel, but I know one fact, a guy in my family who bought almost all of his Vechain at well under a penny, held it all the way up to 20 cents. I told him to sell it, and he sold it. He held it all the way right back down. He didn't sell a penny of it. And this is a smart guy in finance. He knows what he's doing. But crypto, it doesn't matter if you have experience in finance, you're a stockbroker, you're a financial advisor, you went to Princeton. It doesn't matter, because the crypto markets, it's a whole different ballgame. It's a whole different ballgame. You have to have experience in the crypto markets to understand what to do, because stocks just aren't as volatile as crypto. Okay, so I lost my train of thought. Let's see what else. What do we got here? Floki, Theta. Like I said, Theta hit a high of $15. I think we're going to see a $25 to $30 Theta going into the next bull market. So, guys, everything looks good. If you guys are looking for something interesting to watch, I saw this. Tim Dillon interviewed Alex Jones. I'm going to play a little bit of it. He's talking about the whole Trump thing. And, I've been analyzing this whole Trump situation. I hope my video doesn't get approved, but the Secret Service really dropped the ball. I don't know if they did it purposely. I know that the Secret Service, I know the Democrats were trying to get rid of Trump's Secret Service detail last month, and there is rumors right now that Trump's Secret Service detail was asking for more help, and they wouldn't give it to him, and they were making the Secret Service use local police who have like no experience in VIP protection, which is absolutely sick. And as you guys know, RFK Jr., the Biden administration refused to give him Secret Service protection, and half his family has been assassinated. So there's a certain evil going on the Democrat side. It's a real nasty evil where they actually want to put people in harm's way. And this isn't my opinion. You're seeing it. Why else would you deny RFK Jr. Secret Service protection? If you look at the aerial shot of where Trump was shot at, like I've run a security detective agency for the last 20 years, mainly private detective, spent a few years in law enforcement. It's like a no-brainer to have that little barn that is like 100 yards away from where Trump was shot at, to have that covered. There's either some serious negligence going on right there, like they're just hiring. If you look at a lot of these Secret Service agents, one of them, they're all females now. One was trying to put her gun in her holster, and she couldn't even put it in her holster. I think it's the whole DEI thing. which is one reason I don't fly on planes anymore. It's kind of what caused the big Boeing issue. You see every day planes taking off and the tires are falling off. They're not hiring the most qualified people anymore. Like when I went through the police academy in 2002 was when I went through. We started with 50 people and we graduated with 10 people. Every day, running, getting maced. You had to shoot a certain way. You couldn't be late. If you were late 2 times to the police academy, you're out. You're out. Every day we started out with a 4-mile run. Then we do another 4-mile run before we got out of there. Like they were only looking for the best of the best. And I'm not saying I'm like the best of the best, but I happen to be in shape at the time because I've always been a runner. And I think that's kind of what got me through it. But because I was never really a good shot, I just barely made the firearms thing. But nowadays, you look at police academies and things like that. Like everybody who gets selected goes through. They push you through. If you can't drive really well, they push you through. If you can't shoot, they push you through. If you're a big fat ass, they push you through. And I think that's what you're seeing with the Secret Service. Because I mean, I encourage you guys to look at the clip of the shooting. You'll just see a bunch of white females who look like they should be working at Starbucks, coming out like trying to protect Donald Trump. It's not like it was in the 90s and the early 2000s when it really was the best of the best. But here's Alex Jones talking about it a little bit. And I really think he's spot on. He's on Tim Dillon.
Secret Service, even if he only has 20 people, because Biden cut it down to nothing. He wouldn't give RFK Jr., whose father and uncle were both murdered by the government, any Secret Service. So that's by default serious negligence going on, deliberate negligence to get him killed. So Trump's got 20 Secret Service. Doesn't matter. All the local police work for them and want to work for Trump. So they were told by the advance team, this has come out, not to be on the roofs of 4 buildings 450 feet away that a Boy Scout, a 10-year-old could make that shot, okay? So there was a default stand down, just like in 63 in Dallas. And Kennedy said, I'm pulling out 100,000 troops a month. In 4 months, the 400,000 troops that were in Vietnam are going to be gone. Trump said, I'm going to end this war. I'm going to cut off funding the Ukraine war. And so Biden's really collapsed. And then they don't put anybody on the roof, which, again, is the number one place you go and the number one place. I mean, if out to a half mile, if there's water towers where a president or a top candidate speaking, they go and put people on the water tower because that's a place to take a shot. 450 feet away, literally a 10-year-old can hit bullseye at 450 feet, okay? I've shot mountain goats at 1,200 yards. But most people can't shoot like that. But we're talking 450 feet. But the round that the guy fired was so lightweight, a little bit of wind can blow it. Cold bore, it can always shoot a little.
Anyway, I encourage you guys to watch this Alex Jones on Tim Dillon. But I kind of agree. The thing with Trump is, the one thing I think with Trump is why the deep state or people don't like him is because he wants to end all these billions of dollars going to other countries. Now, this has been a problem in the United States for a long time. In the 60s, we had Vietnam. John F. Kennedy wanted to end the Vietnam War, and he was assassinated for it. And now you have Trump who wants to pull billions out from Ukraine and keep it in the United States. And I think that's why the deep state hates him so much. I always say my dad used to work for Northrop Grumman, and during the 1990 Gulf War, they gave him a raise. They sent him over to Saudi Arabia, and they doubled his salary. Like he always said, he's like, I feel bad because war means I make more money. My dad designed submarines for, or not submarine, he designed radar for nuclear submarines. And when we were in peacetime, he always thought he was going to get laid off. And he was like a nervous wreck over it. But every time we were in a war, he was happy as a pig in shit. So what happens is there's so much money, like the Dick Cheneys and Halliburton, there's billions of dollars in these military industrial complex. And if Trump cuts off that funnel, they can't have that. So I think that's the problem with Trump, and I think that's why they don't like him. And I think if Trump does get elected, we're going to see billions of dollars getting pulled out of Ukraine and Israel, and that money is going to stay in the United States where it should be. And the deep state, who's making billions and billions and billions of dollars, the CEO of Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, the politicians getting kickbacks from these defense contractors, they're not going to be happy about it, and they have a lot of power. And I think that's why now you're seeing what you're seeing, and they're trying to put an end to Donald Trump. They tried everything to get rid of Donald Trump, the Russia, the felonies, the collusion, the classified documents thing. I mean, they've tried everything. None of it's working. And I think that was kind of the last-ditch effort what happened on Saturday to try to get rid of him. That didn't work either, and now his poll numbers are going to go up even more. But every former Secret Service person you talk to, every former military person, anybody who does security layouts, I know a lot about security because we do a lot of event security and stuff like that. I know how to secure an area. I've been doing this for like 20 years. They did not have that area properly secured, and you can only say pure negligence or the higher ups wanted something bad to happen. So anyway, guys, that's it. The market's looking good. Everything's looking good. Thank God Trump is doing great, and he has, within 1 inch, we might be in a very bad situation in this country right now. But Trump, hopefully he lays low, doesn't do any more open events, and because everything's looking good, the markets are doing good, the stock market's looking good. And I think alt season is right around the corner. I really do. And I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of this month, we're at the start of a full-blown alt season. Anything can happen. It's crypto. I don't really follow the day-to-day anymore. If something bad happens, that's fine. It's only temporary. Well, I was on vacation last week, and the markets were pretty much in the shitter. But I knew within the next few weeks we'd be coming out of it. Bitcoin essentially pumped $5,000 in 24 hours. So don't get caught up in these short-term movements. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.